No cooking video today. Just some vlogginess. I am in my backyard. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness. Oh, hey. How are you? Hopefully it'll stop for some water. Look at that. Y'all, I've got me a story about dragonflies, and one day I'll go into it. Look how beautiful. Great day. Hopefully you'll see the water. This is my backyard. See how horrible it is? I actually own to the other side of that live oak tree, and a few feet outside of the fence I'm in an association, so they could dictate how much fence I can put up, because let me see. Oops. I don't know. Let me see. Make sure my dog didn't get out. I don't know. Okay, this is on the outside of my fence. I own to over there. That all that needs to be leveled out. And I own to, let me see. I used to put spot on right to it. If I look in there, I can see it okay. To here, where my foot is, up to there. So anyway, but because the HOA has access to go through all these backyards to mow. That's my sweet neighbors right there. I gave them that raised bed. I'll tell you a little more about that. And in here, hey girl, say hello, Moxie. Always my helper. Always my helper. Yeah. But it was 100 degrees today. Anyway, this is one of my raised beds. I had that big black one I just pointed out to you, but it was 3 feet wide. So it came out to, I don't know, about there. Because then I had to have it about a foot off of the fence. Don't look at that. The heat has been brutal. It'll bounce back. I'm not too concerned. So anyway, I ended up going with a smaller one that's higher up. And I put this here because I'm going to put gravel in. Had to slope it down. Because if you look, when you look, you can see that when it rains, the dirt would just plop up there. Hi, girl. And so, that was my fix to that's going to be rock. By the time I get done with the landscaping back here, honestly, I'm going to have pavers going over here from probably about here. That's not going to be the paver. But I'm going to have it to go probably just in a rectangle for that. Because those have to be where they are. They can't be on the outside. But whoever did the so-called grading here, they didn't, nobody was watching the hen house. The fox was. Because this literally slopes. Where does it go? Uh-oh. Got my glasses, girl. It slopes towards the house. And look at that. A little bit of rain and cable wires show up. They've been notified. They've done nothing about it. I'm not going to worry about it. But ideally, like I said, don't mind my mess. This is all going to come up. You get just a little splitter splatter of rain, and this floods. I've contacted the association about it. They don't care. So I'm just going to take care of it. Moxie, leave it. So those are going to come up, and they're going to come over here. I have another one of these raised beds. I'll show you the box. It's pretty cool how compact it is. It's actually, the new one should be yellow. It's going to be only 1 foot high, and I think that one's 8 feet long. So you figure it's the length of a fence panel. And Moxie, girl, she's crazy. I don't want it to go there because I want the fence to swing open, which it's going to have to be dug out for the fence. So I don't know, the pavers might come all the way to here for the fence to swing out. And I'm just going to bring in some sod, just a little poop patch for those days that I don't feel good, because I do walk Moxie 3-4 times a day. Hey girl, stop digging. So the new raised bed will either go there or there. The idea too, once this all gets taken up, is to just put down gravel and pavers. That's the idea plan. Hey girl, let's come home. That's the idea plan. And I was going to come out here this evening, but I ended up going out to eat with a neighbor. That was nice. And because it's just too hot. Sorry about that. It was just too hot to work out there today. So I was going to go this evening. But here's the box right there. I mean, that's little. And this is, it's just, I like this brand. And what I like about it, I showed you that black one I had got, where it shows all these like rivet marks or whatever. You had to screw in every single one of those. This is pretty cool because you only have to screw in 2 places. There's a bolt and a screw. And then it has little clasps that, so that, let me see, I don't know. So here I am trying to get out the door, and I can't get out the door. Okay, Max, let's go. Sorry, folks, you're all up in my face. And so, let me see. So, it's just kind of neat. It saves a lot of time not having to do all the screws. See, this is what I mean. So there's a screw there. You get a hex screw with it, because those are hex heads right there. So you do 4 of them, and then these little things go through a hole, and then you push it down. Tabs, I don't know what you want to call it. But easier to do it that way. But so this little yard, you see. So, like I said, these are 8-foot panels. So that's 24 feet. And then that's probably 4. So 28. Throw in a couple more feet for that. And then same with that. The place that came out, they wanted $20,000. Like, yeah, no thanks. That's not gonna happen. So I've actually, through Angie's List and through the Neighborhood app, I can't get anybody who wants to do it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the spot. So I can't get anybody to do it. And so I've been, it was much worse. I should have went ahead. I'm sorry. I should have went ahead and what I didn't, maybe I did and I just don't remember, videoed or taken some pictures of it. I'm gonna get seated here because Okay, if you hear a lot of shuffling, that's a puppy running after a cat. Whew! Humid here. So anyway, I ended up just started to do some of it, and I was going to can't really do a French drain because on the side yard, sorry, this is gonna drive me crazy. On the side yard is where the sewage thing or whatever, that it's where you would have the French drain go into. On a good rain, that thing's percolating already. Hold on, I'm gonna pause a second. Anyway, on a good rain, do I look orange or what? That is, I'm not orange. I don't know why I look orange, but I sure do. I am warm. So, on just a regular rainy day, I look orange. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by my orangeness. Let me see. Yeah, I look orange. That's bizarre. I don't have makeup on. That is weird. Oh well. So, anyway, that's where the French drain would go into, and that thing already, you get an inch or whatever of rain, and it's percolating over. So it would not be able to handle runoff from my yard going into it. So where the patio is, all that's going to have to come up. All those tiles and whatever, pavers. So that'll have to come up, and then I'm going to have to dig a little bit. And you have to be extra cautious digging too, because there is a irrigation system. Now, I had it capped off in my backyard because the maintenance is so bad on it. I'm sorry, it's all kinds of stuff going on over here, people. And that is just when I had called 811 to have the fence put in, the irrigation people, you had to call them separate. So they came out. They happened to be out here when the guy to put the fence in was here. He goes, "Oh, good, you're here." He goes, "I just wanted you to know." He said, "Have your people just be real careful digging." He said, "Because we can't tell you exactly where all the irrigation tubing is." I'm like, oh. You know, that's why you're supposed to call 811. And I said, well, I'll tell them. English was not the guy's first language that put the fence in. And then as you can see, that orange cable, well, nobody at the time, several good rains have exposed that. So that, nobody ever, you know, how they go when you call 811 and then they go and they put the flags. Well, nobody has ever flagged that. So, and I'll say this, when they were the landscape people here, within my HOA, Yellowstone's name of them, and their corporation, I think, is in Florida or something. Anyway, my fence wasn't a week, 2 weeks old, and they ran into it, and it took months to get reimbursed because they don't care. They didn't even tell me they did it. I guess they didn't think I'd noticed my fence had a big gap in it and was leaning in. And I'm telling you, it was under 2 weeks old, and it took forever to get the money back. So now I've got that mulch near the fence. I'm going to put in a couple of plants or whatever, because every time they mow coming up the back way, each time they cut off the corner and they go through here on those commercial mowers like they were running from the police. I don't get it. There's no safety involved. So anyway, I'm going to do that. That might be something I do in the fall. I'll try to find something evergreen. And honestly, that's just more of a hedge of protection around my yard, because I still don't trust that they won't hit it, because they keep taking out a little bit more of the mulch, each time. And I can't get over how orange I am. That's kind of distracting to me. It's like, why am I orange? But, I mean, even my arms look orange. I am not orange. So, the backyard, though, I feel like once I get those pavers up, put them in properly underneath where the trash can recycle bin are, because those have to be out of sight. Then come back to the back door. That's going to have to get leveled out. Try to get the slope go towards the back of the fence. And, you know, you're going to have to put in some sand and some pea gravel, and then some gravel on top of that. And then I just want to put pavers on top. They do make these kind of cool looking drain pipe thingies where you can put the drain in your yard. I could put it near the house where it puddles the most. You can hook up the hose to it, and I can just divert it underground. Not technically a French drain, it's more just water diversion. And because that, you know, like I said, if I tried to have somebody go into where it's properly supposed to, I just don't think it can handle it, because it's already, it literally will be bubbling on a nice rainy day. I know that because my dog loves to take walks in the rain. She loves it. Only animal I've ever owned that likes that. But tomorrow I might start to put that other raised bed together. I might show you what was going on in the front yard. Pulled out, cut down one little crepe myrtle tree, and we're not talking a lot of yard space, but somebody came in and said, hey, let's put a tree here, 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 and here. It didn't make sense. It was like this triangle, but they were too big, and really it was just a spiderweb colony. So I have one really beautiful crepe myrtle tree out front, and then it had, I know, the miniature crepe myrtle, but that thing was so, it just didn't look good, because the other had the umbrella from the other crepe myrtle, and then it had this holly tree, which those look cool, but nice windy day, you could hear that thing scraping against the gutter. So once again, you know, don't do that. And in between mine and my neighbors, I have some really sweet neighbors, big old oleander bush, and I was never fond of it being there. Now, I love oleanders, but I also have a dog that'll, a 1-year-old puppy that'll eat anything, and oleanders are very toxic. She has 4 children, so one day she's doing a lot of clean out too. We both seem to be doing a lot of clean out of some of the excess shrubs, trees, etc. She, I happened to just ask her, I go, are you partial to that ollie? She goes, no, I just trimmed my side. I said, would you care if it got gone? So it's got gone as much as it can. My son came over and he said it's so green, and that the blade on his chainsaw wasn't that good. He'd really tried hacking away at the trunk of that oleander, and it's pretty big. I might, like I said, show that tomorrow and unbox this. I'm impressed at how this, I think it's called Plant and Plot. I got it on Amazon, and I like the way it goes together, but I'm impressed at the compact box, because that box I showed you, that's going to be, I think that one's only a foot high though, but I've got some lavender I want to put in there, and it's it should be 8 feet long. That big black one that I gave to the neighbors, it was just, it was overtaking that space. And so anyway, but that's what's going on in my backyard. And then I'll show you maybe tomorrow, like I said, what's going on in my front yard. I might just at least video it, video it and get it going. But hope y'all are having a wonderful Saturday night. Hope you're staying warm, staying cool, whatever the case may be. And I'm just comfortable right now with my orange self. Take care and God bless.